Capricorn for November. Who's not playing Mr. or Mrs. Nice Gal? Who's being mean? Who's somebody that's trying to get back at somebody? Who's trying to get even with somebody? Somebody may be deciding that paybacks are a bitch. Somebody may feel like evil for evil. I don't know. Somebody believes in an eye for an eye here. Something definitely going on with Capricorns. Please hit the like button if you've come into the room. Capricorn, November is going to be filled with a lot of opportunities to both duck a situation or to step in and start kind of an argument. For some of you, the Justice card is going to play a very big part in Capricorn for November. Somebody definitely wants justice in a situation. Somebody wants to get even. Somebody is definitely feeling as if a negotiation may not be offered. Somebody's wanting things to just go their way. Somebody, in fact, feels that they were entitled to what they did. The choice or decision that they made that may have been against you. Somebody feels that they were entitled for that. Somebody feels like, you know what, I had every right. They should have known better. Somebody wanted to take a risk, an unnecessary risk. Capricorn, there's been discrimination here. There's been somebody discriminating either against you. This could be at work. This could be at home. This could be family. This could be a friendship, a relationship. There's also a lot going on here with this discrimination. Somebody feeling as if maybe, well, because you are female, you can't do it. Or somebody might be discriminating, say you're a male and you can't do it. Whatever seems to be the problem, it feels like a lot of it has to do with somebody not standing up for what they should, somebody not fighting for what they believe in, or somebody not speaking the truth. Again, the month of November for Capricorn is very easy. Oh, did I spell it wrong? I'll fix it. Something's very easy for the justice to come in because somebody, like I said, somebody's wanting to justify what they've done. Somebody's wanting the truth out of this situation, out of this partnership too. Again, there is going to be a compromise that's needed here. Because if both of you keep gnawing at one another or keep arguing or keep fighting or keep pointing the finger, this is going nowhere in the month of November. A lot of you are trying to figure out, okay, we had all these good times. Things were working out. I thought we were okay. I don't know where this started. For some of you, it's because your partner found a new attraction. Your partner went elsewhere for their pleasures. For a lot of you, you've been trying to get the mental clarity for the situation. You have been trying to. For some of you, you're about sick of the secrets that have been had. There have been so many secrets going on. There's been things kept from you. There's been things not told to you. There's been some type of misunderstanding. A lot of you are wanting to challenge the situation here. A lot of you are looking to bring out the secrets that went on in the dark to the light. Some of you are working on spells. Some of you are trying to get even with somebody. Somebody is trying to bring the truth out one way or the other. Somebody might be paying somebody to do some work for them. Be careful. Them jobs can be dangerous. They can come right back on you. Be careful. I do feel like during the month of November, though, however, regardless of all this situation going on, Capricorns, you'll be both giving and receiving in the month of November. I don't want this to be giving negativity. I want you to give love, give understanding, give patience, and then you will receive the same. Somebody will not continue to fight if you don't. For some of you, you're feeling like the situation is never going to work out. It's never going to rectify itself. You're feeling quite powerless over it. You're feeling like you can't change this person's mind. You can't even get this person to talk to you, to listen to you. A lot of you are struggling very deeply. Hurt. Feels painful. Frustrated is a good word. Just wanting them to listen. Wanting somebody to take you out of this prison that you put yourself in. Because really, this is a self-created prison. Remember, when we're dealing with the Ace of Swords, this is what your mental clarity gave you. This is what your overthinking, in this case, gave you. There's going to be a challenge for you. This challenge that's coming up now, in order to get out of the Eight of Swords, the Four of Swords shows up for you to go within. Go within. Realize that you did nothing wrong to cause any type of problem, pain, illusion. Whatever the situation was that was going on for most of September and October, for some of you longer, it wasn't something that you did or did not do. It happened. Things started getting a little bit stale. Things started becoming very repetitious. Both of you were getting bored in a situation here. That doesn't make it okay for your partner doing what they did or for you doing what you did. Whoever did that. Unless I'm reading you directly, I don't know who was the cheater and who wasn't. Unless I try to throw more cards, or I can't, because there's just too many. I can't. There's no way. It's still going to come out the same way. You guys have a very strong connection. You guys are not going to let this one situation destroy everything. You're dealing with somebody who's very methodical. Somebody who definitely is willing to put in some hard work. That's either you or them. This definitely can rectify the situation. Either way, you both find yourself being very independent, but coming together, creating a very strong union. But listen, somebody's hanging around. Somebody is hanging around. They're not wanting to walk away. They're not wanting to call it quits. They are willing to listen. You got to get them at the right time. For some of you, the Sun card is trying so hard to come out because I have it here. But it's important before the Sun card comes out that you do the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is talking about putting your needs first. Right now, you took on too many responsibilities, or you're taking on too many challenges, or this relationship is overwhelming for you. It's just too much. You might have needed this break. Even though you miss them, even though you want to be with them, you needed this break in November. You needed it. Listen, December time is going to be amazing. All this will be behind you. But during November, we're going to get through this. Listen, you're a very passionate person. You're a passionate creator. You can come up with good ideas and a plan to rectify the situation. That's when the Sun card wants to come out. Again, for you, the worst is over. That came out. So now we can move past this. Again, all this started because somebody was quite bored. Their cups weren't being filled. Their needs weren't being met. It takes a hell of a lot more than wishful thinking to get this relationship to keep it going. This person needs a lot of different spontaneous things. They need different ideas. They need different outings. They need to go socialize. They need to be public. They need to get out from in the house. See? The Lover's card comes up, talking about choices, balance, love, and partnership. It's there. It's not over. Good news. It's not over. Don't let this one situation create the destruction. Just forgive each other and move forward. You're reaching this turning point right now. You're reaching the turning point. You have the High Priestess here. Use your intuition. Lean on your family right now for the support that you need, the encouragement. You got to stop dwelling on the past with the Five of Cups. You just got to. You're going to recover from these hard times. It's coming up within the next week or two. So by the second week of November, you'll be in the midst of repairing this damage. So you need to have faith because there's the Star card. Have faith. Somebody might have been having a problem here in this relationship due to addictions. Somebody might have relapsed. Somebody might have fell off the wagon a little bit. But they're getting back together. They're getting it back in order. They're getting things straight. They had fallen off. They fell back maybe with addiction. They were cutting corners. Maybe they thought they didn't need their program. Maybe they thought they didn't need their meetings. Maybe they thought they didn't need their counselor or their supporter, sponsor. Now, because of that choice or decision that somebody's made in a relationship or in the addiction, whichever way, now you had to deal with the unwanted changes, the upheaval, so to speak. Even for some of you, the devastation, the destruction. But like I said, November, listen, don't be afraid of November. Walk into November with your head up proud and high. You have the Eight of Pentacles. You have the tools that you need to make this work. You have them within you. Don't pass judgment. The judgment card shows up here. Take action on the truth. The truth of being that you love each other. That you may have had to dance to a different drum beat, so to speak. But now you're able to create your own music. This was a wake-up call. That you can't expect the relationship to do it by itself. You've got to keep putting the work in all the time. All the time. The work never ends. It is a long-time project. That's what the Seven of Pentacles is talking about. Putting the work in. And it is going to be a long-time project. Finally, sudden change comes out of the blue. So like I said, during the month of November, things are going to get much better. Much better. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So luck is now coming into play. Thank you, Jesus. Now you're going to have some luck. The truth, the fairness, an analytical person. So your person, the person who may have created a lot of upheaval. The truth and fairness is now what they're going to be about. Your wishes are coming true in November. Last card. The Two of Wands is your last card. Your determination for planning the future between the two of you is going to change. Something is going to make sense. Sometimes you have to go through that storm in order to get to the rainbows and the sunshine. Life is never perfect. It's never not complicated. It's never not a challenge. If it is, you're living in lollipop fairy tale land. You're living at Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory's house. Because when you step out into reality, there's always going to be something to deal with. Even at your job, you might have days and weeks that go by that are really good, and then all of a sudden you hit 3-4 weeks in a row. You're like, I'm quitting. This is bullshit. And then it changes. The good news is nothing stays the same. Everything is always subject to change. Yes, sometimes we have to get out of our comfort zone. Sometimes we have to bite the bullet. Sometimes we have to keep to ourselves. Sometimes people go back to what's familiar. That's where the toxicity lies, but that's what's familiar. Because people feel that they know what to expect. Oh, I'm used to it. I'm used to what they do. I'm used to it being toxic. I know how to act to that. I know how to react to that. What I don't know is how to deal with somebody new. What I don't know is how to deal with this new situation. For some people, they don't like it when it's easier, when it's all good, when it's all balanced. That feels uncomfortable to them, especially if they grew up in a dysfunctional family. Dysfunctional is all they know. So they will go back to something that's less than. Sometimes, if you're the one that's giving way too much, you're doing everything for them. You make them feel like they have no purpose, like they're not needed. Therefore, they go somewhere else. You have to let people earn their keep, so to speak. Let people put the work in. Don't do it all for them. When you do everything for them, they have no reason to try. Don't be their mother. Don't be their father. Be their partner. Ask them to chip in. Ask them to help. When you're doing too much, you will be the one who loses. I guarantee it. With that being said, this is November 2021, Capricorn.